Hey, if you've ever wished that you could create videos that not only get a bunch of views, but also make more sales for you and your business, stick around and watch today's video through until the very end, as I'm about to share with you the simple 4-step process to create videos that get attention and get views, but also make sales. With that said, if this is your first video, my name is Misha Wilson, and over the course of the last few years, I've done over $15 million in total sales online. And I've created literally thousands of videos, some of which I did the wrong way, which got very few views and no sales, and some of which I've done the right way. That's led to me, getting a ton of views, a ton of attention, and at the end of the day, making a bunch of money. And in today's video, I'm gonna share with you exactly how I've done it. As always, if you get value, let me know what your biggest takeaway is in the comments section below. And don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell icon notification button so that you're notified when I do more videos just like this. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right in.
Welcome to the Misha Wilson Show, where we show you how to create massive success online so you can enjoy the lifestyle of your wildest dreams.
All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about the biggest mistake that most people make that I made when I first got started creating videos. And that is the mistake of not essentially giving the attention of the viewer enough value from the very beginning of your actual video. So what you have to understand is that in today's marketplace, the single most valuable thing in the marketplace is attention. ADHD is at an all-time high. People are more scattered than ever before. People are focusing on multiple different things at the same time. And so if your video literally doesn't get straight to the point at the very beginning of the video, doesn't immediately catch your prospect's attention with, a hook that promises a benefit that can help them to solve a problem or get away from a pain or get towards a desire, and if you don't make it very clear up front within your video, and if you start your video by saying, hey, what's going on everyone? Misha Wilson here. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know how your day's going in the comments. Be sure to let me know how your day's going in your comments. And my day's going really well. Nobody cares, right? And that's what I did for literally years. And the truth of the matter is that if you don't retain your audience from the very beginning, you'll lose almost everyone. And so first lesson is to get straight to the point. Don't talk about yourself at all. Understand that it's all about your prospect. It's all about your prospect's pains, their fears, their desires, and their pleasures, and how your video can help them move away from their pains, away from their fears, and towards their pleasures and towards their desires. All right, so with that out of the way, I want to talk about the simple 4-step process in order to go ahead and create the perfect video. So as you might have guessed from what I just mentioned a moment ago, the first step out of the 4 is to essentially get straight to the point and let your audience know what the benefit is for them, what value they'll receive through watching the rest of the video. And ideally, open with a question that's oriented around a benefit. So a question can immediately engage the mind, both on a conscious and a subconscious level. And if you open up with a question, you'll immediately hook your audience, but don't just open up with any question, open up with a benefit-oriented question. So as an example, or a few different examples, you could say, hey, have you ever wished you could get a ton of traffic that converts into leads and sales and ultimately more money for you and your business? If so, stick around and watch today's video through until the very end. This video that I did just a minute ago was, hey, have you ever wished you could create videos that not only got views, but also allow you to make a ton of sales? If so, stick around and watch today's video through until the very end, right? Hey, have you ever wished you could create a website that not only brands you as the leader in the authority, but also helps you to create profits for you and your business? Stick around and watch this video through until the very end. So if you can, once again, in the first little segment of your video, hook with a question and then let them know what the benefit is for them if they stick around and watch the video through until the very end. That's a lot of the heavy lifting. And if you do that effectively, you can then once again get them into your content. Now, before we get into the content, which is actually step 3, we need to go ahead and qualify ourselves. And this is step 2. So after we've introduced, essentially the benefit that they'll receive through watching the video through until the very end. Now we need to let them know why they should listen to us, all right? And I can already hear people saying, God, I don't have a bunch of sales. I haven't done $15 million in sales. I don't have a bunch of results. What should I do? And I'll get to that in just a minute here. But if you look at this video as an example, essentially I said, hey, if you want to discover how to create videos that get attention and make sales, stick around till the very end. And then I said, if this is your first video, my name's Misha Wilson, and over the course of the last few years, I've done over $15 million in total sales. I've done thousands of videos, a lot of them wrong, some of them right, and right now I'm going to show you how to do videos the right way. So that's qualifying myself as the person that they should listen to, right? I've done over $15 million in sales. That means I know a thing or two about internet marketing, and those qualifying language patterns will build an authority positioning for myself. And once I'm positioned as the authority, once again, it's much easier for people to be okay with listening to me, which will create strong retention through the rest of the video. And look, if you don't have a bunch of results, I completely and totally understand. Guess what? I started without a bunch of results, right? A few of the easiest ways to kind of hack authority is, found something, found a product, become a founder of a product, create a Facebook group, create a community, right? So let's say you go on Facebook, you create a Facebook group, and you call your Facebook group, the digital entrepreneur movement, right? And you get 200 people in that Facebook group. You can open up your video by saying, hey, my name's Misha Wilson, founder of the digital entrepreneur movement. I don't know if that name's taken. If it is, this is just an example. Don't come at me for copyrights. I'm not the founder of it, just an example, right? But you could say that. And in just having that statement, even if it's only a group of 200 people on Facebook, even if it's just a little Facebook group with, literally your industry friends, you can immediately position yourself as the leader and the authority, at least in the perception of your prospect's mind. So understand, even if you don't have a big result, you absolutely can position yourself. Now, from there, we get into step 3. And step 3 is where we deliver the actual content. Now, depending on the platform, right? I'm going to say this is YouTube that you're creating videos for. We want content somewhere around 5 to 10 minutes long, maybe 7 to 10 minutes long. Now, YouTube in today's world actually essentially rewards you the longer you keep someone on the platform. So as an example, let's say you have a 2-minute video and everyone watches the 2-minute video through until the very end. That's good video retention, but you only keep those people on the platform for 2 minutes. Where if you have, let's say, a 7-minute video, and the 7-minute video is also really high quality content, you're following the structure, so people are paying attention, they're tuning in, they're watching the video through until the very end. And let's say you get them, through minute 5 in that video, even though they don't watch 100% of the video, if on average people watch 5 minutes of the video, you're keeping them on the platform for 5 minutes instead of 2 minutes. And when you do that, YouTube will see that and they'll actually push your videos up organically with the algorithms to allow you to get more attention to your videos. All right, so understand that when it comes to length of content, absolutely with YouTube, try to aim for somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, and it'll give you the best chance of having the algorithm work for you versus against you. Now, when it comes to what type of content you should teach on, the biggest thing I would recommend is teaching on what to do, not necessarily how to do it. So don't get super in the trenches, right? If you're talking about Facebook ads, teach about Facebook ad principles. Don't show them the back end of the Power Editor and the 98 different buttons that they can press in the back end of the Power Editor. Don't get super technical with it, but more teach on principles. When you teach on principles, people understand. And it also gives the person, if you do it correctly, a sense of confidence and inspiration, because if you do it correctly, they'll get what you're messaging and they'll feel like, wow, I can do this too. And when they think, wow, I can do this too, it'll actually lead your audience to taking more action. If your audience takes action and gets a result, well, they'll essentially anchor that result to you because they learned that skill set from you with your video, and that will lead to sales for you in the future. So understand 5 to 10 minutes for content length, and then from there, Teach on what to do, not how to do it. Don't get too in the trenches with what you're teaching. Keep it more principle and strategy oriented, just like this video, right? I'm not showing you the actual buttons to press on the iPhone. I'm not showing you the lights and how to turn the lights on or off or how to adjust the lights, etc. I'm teaching you from a 30,000 foot view on how to create a video. And that's the type of content that your audience will get the most value out of. So those are the first 3 steps. Once again, hook with a benefit-oriented question, qualify yourself, then provide good content, 5 to 10 minutes long, and once again, keep it what to do, not how to do it. Number 4, and this goes for all direct response marketing, and if you're a direct response marketer, you should absolutely know this, and you should do this each and every single time you do anything. What am I talking about? You need a call to action, all right? So you constantly need to tell people what to do. If you write an email and you want someone to click, tell them to click. If you have a video and you want someone to subscribe or you want them to buy, tell them to subscribe or to buy. If you have a podcast episode and you want someone to rate it highly, tell them to rate it highly. Once again, do not assume that your audience will know what to do next if you flash a link on the screen. Don't assume your audience will know what to click if you have something that's clickable somewhere around your video. Specifically tell them what to do, and ideally, specifically tell them what to do more than one time for optimal results when it comes to the actual call to action of your video. So a couple of different calls to action. If you want to build an actual YouTube channel, if your goal is to build your YouTube channel, you can ask them to comment, you can ask them to subscribe, you can ask them to hit the bell icon notification button, just like I did at the very beginning of this video. If you're looking more to make a sale, right, you could go ahead and give them away a lead magnet. So at the very end of this video, I could say, hey, if you got value out of this video and you'd like to discover the online business model that I've used to go from $10,000 in debt to making 6 figures and then scaling my business to multiple 7 figures every single year, grab your free copy of, the Freedom Shortcut directly below in this description of the video. You'll see a link, click that link, input your email address, and I'll see you on the inside. But you see how I'm telling them to claim the report. I'm telling them where the report is. I'm telling them to input their email address. I'm specifically telling them exactly what to do, and I'm not assuming that they're just going to do it based on the fact that I give them the link to click to claim their free gift. All right, so always have a strong call to action. Your call to action will vary depending on what the goal of your actual video. But once again, if you want to build a channel, tell people to subscribe. If you want to, make sales, give something away for free. If you're trying to build a Facebook group, maybe tell them to join the Facebook group below in the comments. Leave a link to the Facebook group. Just understand that the principle is that you absolutely always need a call to action. And with that said, those are the 4 steps to creating videos that not only get attention, but also at the end of the day, make sales. Now it's my turn to have a call to action. What do you know? So with that said, if you got value out of this video, don't forget to go ahead and let me know what your biggest takeaway was in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon notification button, and I will see you in the next video.